What up, YouTube? Hope everybody had a good, productive Monday. Hope everybody has a good, productive week and had a good holiday. So I'm just giving an update and try to, put things on track and kind of set things clear or clear up the air in regards to the Jarvis Butts case. So for the 12-5 hearing that he has coming up, that is a calendar conference. That is not a preliminary hearing. Preliminary hearing is just a formal proceeding where it's like a probable cause where you can present evidence to show that the crime's been committed. A calendar hearing is a less formal, it's like an administrative hearing pretty much to kind of get things scheduled on the docket, like get the date scheduled, time, dates, and last minute motions and things like that. At a calendar conference, the defendant and or witnesses may or may not even be there. Also at a calendar conference, it's attorney only. So it's not open to the public. Another thing in regards to Jarvis, not just him, but in general. In regards to a plea deal, plea deals have to be offered by the prosecution first. It's not up to the defense or defendant to dictate whether or not they take a plea. When it comes to plea deals would only be given or offered if the prosecution feel as though they have a weak case. If their case is not weak, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to offer you that. Now, it's not uncommon for a defendant or a defense attorney to go to the prosecutor and say, hey, my client would like to make a plea deal. But again, it goes back to whether or not the prosecution believes if they have a weak case or not. If they offer you a plea deal, that means they don't have much of a strong case. If they do not, they feel as though their case may be a slam dunk and it's going to be enough to convict you. That's how plea deals work. Even with the plea deal, if the prosecutor and defense attorney was to come to an agreement about that particular plea deal, it still has to be accepted by the judge. So whether or not, if they come to a mutual agreement and say, hey, he's going to admit guilt to this type of crime for this amount of years, the judge can come back and say, no, I don't accept this. I want him to stand trial. And that's up to the judge's decision to do that. It's up to him at the end of the day, whether or not that plea deal can or cannot be accepted. When it comes to a plea deal being taken, that means more people will be arrested and bring up charges on them as well too. So more indictments, more arrests, more warrants, things like that. That's what will happen if there is a plea deal on the table. As far as whether or not there is, to my knowledge, there is not from the Jarvis Butts case. I don't see a reason to offer him one from the prosecution side, but that's just from their side. I believe that even though they have a circumstantial case and all their evidence is circumstantial, they may be able to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. That's why it's up to them to whether or not they can offer a plea deal, because the burden of proof rests with the state or prosecution. So yeah. So I just kind of wanted to clear that up. As far as the 12-5 hearing, the courthouse is a public place. They will still let you in the courthouse. As far as the court hearing, you will not be allowed in, more than likely. So yeah. As far as the 12-5 hearing, it's for all of the victims. It's not just one in particular. It's for all of the victims that's involved in the case, not just Nazaya as well. So I just wanted to clear that up and to make sure that, if there's any type of validity that's going to be put out there, I would like to be, the one to do that. Keep everybody updated, informed, keep you with the actual facts. So yeah, but that's all I got for you folks. The hearing, it's not going to be televised, and it's more than likely not going to be open to the public. So yeah. So that's all I got for you. Like, share, subscribe to the channel for more news and updates. That's all I got. Have a good one.